there's not just one kind of happiness. There's different types of happiness. There's happiness with where you're heading in your life. There's happiness with where you are in the moment. There's happiness that comes from achievement, that comes from experiences of joy. And then there's a happiness that you can't almost describe. Let me give you an example. I have been on massive luxury yachts. I've hung out with sheikhs at the Grand Prix in Abu Dhabi, in the whatever it's called, the VIP box. I have spoken on stages in front of 5,000 people and spoke. I have spoken in Abu Dhabi also at the Intercontinental, and I had the Abu Dhabi royal family sitting right in front of me. I have flown business class Emirates many times. I've even flown first class twice. And while these things make me feel happy, it's like an achievement happy. It's an ego happy. Like, man, I'm so happy. This is so cool. But let me tell you, and hopefully if you're a parent, you get this. Otherwise, if you don't understand this as a mother or a father, you are seriously missing out on the greatest joys of life. The happiness that I cannot describe to people. And even if I did my best to articulate it as a professional speaker of many years, or with many years of experience, it's still, I can't get it across. And it's being with my daughter. And now being with my stepson. Over the last 2 years, my stepson is Thai, because my partner is Thai. I've slowly built a relationship with him. But now we are so close. And he's 6, my daughter is 3, my son is 6. And the bond I have with them, the description of that is beyond words, because it's a feeling. And that's what I really wanted to share in this video. It's that the greatest happiness is someone that's been in pursuit of their own happiness, and my happiness being the pursuit of my life and my goals, and going towards my values and vision and mission, etc., and exploring myself and the world and meaning of life. The greatest happiness is not a thing. You can't see it. It's a feeling. And your greatest happiness is a feeling that you almost can't describe to other people, because it's that strong, the feeling. And if you know what that is, keep prioritizing that. If it's your kids, keep prioritizing your kids or your relationship and the presence with your kids. If it's being in the service of others, do that. If it is practicing something, do that. If it's art, do that. If it's singing, do that. For no other reason, listen carefully, for no other reason than you love to do it. You don't have to make money from it. The reason why we make money is to give our life purpose, because it's the purpose that makes us happy, not the money. If you think it's the money alone, you'll forever be lost. But of course, to live your life purposefully and powerfully, the more money you have, the better, baby. Money is very spiritual, because you can give, you can experience, you can love, you can learn, you can play, you can laugh, you can live fully. You need that. You need to be able to do those things. And one vehicle to be able to do that is money, money, money. But money is not the goal. Money is a measure. Money is a vehicle. Now, if you know what that thing is that brings you so much happiness, that you feel like nothing else makes you feel, go do that. But if you don't know what it is, keep looking. And if it means having to face your own fears so that you can keep being in the pursuit of that happiness, so that you can keep looking, so that you can keep searching, then my God, you've got to face your fears. Because that is our greatest enemy, fear. And if you forever live in fear, you'll end up not truly living at all. just existing, getting to the end of your life, questioning, as I am here at the arrival of my death, did I actually live? And I guarantee you this, that if you prioritize the things that make you feel happy, that make you experience this feeling of intense joy and calm and peace and gratitude, all inside the experience, just living out this experience makes you feel all these things. And it can be as simple as this morning having my daughter on my lap while I'm driving an ATV very, very slowly, very safely, or whilst I'm seeing my son being kissed by an elephant and getting full of sweat, and we're all laughing, full of saliva from the elephant, and we're all laughing, and he's just laughing so much. I mean, you can see it on my face, right? That's the goal. I have worked with business leaders, business owners, founders, entrepreneurs for over 2 decades. And even starting out in a gym, doing the best with what I had, which was an experience in fitness as a professional athlete growing up in my teens, I knew I wanted to help people live the best life. And I had to start in sports because that's the experience that I had. But even as a personal trainer, I knew that the goal was not to personal train them. The goal wasn't to get them 6-pack abs or bums, tums and thighs, whatever it's called, bums, tums, tum, I don't know. The goal was joy, happiness. And in our sessions, I would speak to them about their life, about their kids, about their passions, about what makes them come most alive, what brings them the most joy, and seed in strategies or seed in conversations that would make them want to go explore different things in their life, try out different things, or maybe bring certain things back into their life. And sometimes I'd have my clients come in for one goal and they'd leave with a completely different goal. This no longer matters to me. I thought this matters to me, but actually, it's not actually what I really want. I know I can't speak for anyone else's life, but a life that takes me away from my family is not a successful life, unless it's in support of my family. You know, many people or business owners, business leaders, they go away and they spend a lot of time away from their family, and then they say, oh, I'm doing it for my family. But if you ask your family what they want, a lot of the time you'll find out that actually they don't want what you're chasing. They already feel that you've exceeded what you need to achieve, and they just want you. I know my kids just want me. They just want me, they want their mum. And that's why we are so close as a family. It's almost like we're not parents and kids, like we're just one unit. Unit. Oh man. Anyway, I've blabbered on enough. I was reflecting, as I do always in movement meditation, i.e. running, about being with my daughter, then sent my mum a WhatsApp message and was explaining the feeling of having my daughter sit on my lap, having my daughter hold my arm. It's greater than any boat, any check I've ever, or any payment I've ever got. I remember once a client paid me £88,000 plus VAT. I think that's about £103,000. I think that's about $135,000. As a guy that grew up in South Africa, just surviving. And then, I mean, the equivalent in South African currency, you know, just that one 12-month contract with one client, and it made me a millionaire in my country. And then I also had 2 other corporate contracts, 230,000, 250,000. As a guy that delivered pizzas just to have pocket money as a kid, who started working at 10 years old because my mom couldn't afford to take care of us. At 10, I almost went to foster care. My mom sat us down and said, you have to go live with someone else for a while. And she was trying to tell us we had to go to foster care because she couldn't afford to keep looking after us. So I started working, and I worked ever since. I never stopped working since then. But let me tell you, even getting those massive amounts of money, it was great. I was like, yeah, I'm financially looked after, but it came nowhere fucking near. Nowhere. I mean, I cannot compare the two. The feeling I get when I even look at my children. To look at my son when he comes and he wants to show me something. When he takes a bottle of water and he learns how to spin that bottle of water and he makes a tornado inside and he says, Papa, 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 look. And I look at his eyes and the way he's looking at me. And he's so excited to show me. When my daughter's just turns to look at me and looks into my eyes, smiles. Or sometimes I don't even see my daughter and she looks over at me. Oh, sorry, I'm not facing my daughter. And she'll look over at me and she'll walk up to me and she'll just kiss me on the cheek. She's only 3. Anyway, like I said, I'm going on a bit, but this is what happens. When I'm out running and walking, I just have so much energy and I'm just living so much in flow. Anyway, I hope this message helped at least one person. Peace and love.